There are many things taken into consideration for young adults who are either leaving college or their parents' home and venturing off into the world. This includes who you'll live with or what job you'll have. Yet there is one aspect of your future life that should play a significant role in your decision-making. This is the type of transportation offered in the community you will live in. Living in a community with a variety of transportation systems has the power to improve and deepen the quality of your lifestyle and create a healthier world for yourself and future generations. One of the worst places a young adult could choose to live is suburbia. As a member of Gen Z myself, I am deeply concerned for our future of living in car-dependent suburbs. This is because the transport systems of suburbs hinder young adults from having a quality social life and cause significant damage to the physical environment. A study from the Victoria Transport Policy Institute concluded that car-dependent cities tend to degrade the public realm and reduce opportunities for social interaction. This means that if you are a young adult living in a car-dependent community, you will have minimal interaction with your peers and could miss out on the basic human interaction that makes life worth living. Additionally, when looking at car-dependent communities from an environmental lens, it is obvious that only bad things will come from them. It's simple. Think about the difference between 100 individuals commuting to work in their own vehicle versus 100 individuals commuting using the same train or bus. It doesn't take a scientific genius to realize that the first option would have far larger impacts on the environment from simply massive greenhouse gas emissions. Living in a community that requires a huge amount of individual travel will ultimately degrade the earth we live on. This should concern us because the young adults of today will still be around to see these impacts in the next 50 years. And our children will continue to see the impacts into the future as their lives become more and more difficult to live. If that doesn't concern you enough, just imagine what it would be like to have the earth crumbling under your feet. So, if the suburbs are a poor choice for young adults to move to, where should they live? When answering this question, it is important to remember that not all suburbs have the same negative impacts. A suburb can benefit a young adult if it offers a variety of transportation beyond just automobiles. Yet it is rare to find this in a suburb, which leaves some of the best options in cities. However, cities aren't always the most comfortable choice for some people. For this reason, I will provide suggestions of towns both big and small. For those who could see themselves living in a cozy, smaller town with less hustle and bustle, Remix, a transit nonprofit, lists Madison, Wisconsin, St. Louis, Missouri, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Arlington, Virginia, and Newark, New Jersey as some of the best cities with a variety of transportation options. All of these cities have less than 300,000 residents, allowing for young adults to still have the quiet lifestyle with a similar suburban single-family home feel if desired, but with the additional social benefits from the transit options. On the other hand, for those who don't mind a lively city scene, Remixed lists Chicago, Washington, D.C., New York City, San Francisco, Boston, and Seattle as great places for transportation as well. Regardless of where you end up, we all have a responsibility as the next generation to enter adulthood to make educated decisions on how we live and understand our impact. In doing so, our awareness will build healthier and more beneficial communities for our own future and that of future generations.